Right friends, welcome back to Press Information Bureau News in Detail. So, instead of facts and figures, we are introducing this Press Information Bureau News in Detail every week. So, every week during the weekend from now onwards, you will have Press Information Bureau News in Detail at the same time why and how, right? So, let us look at the first one. 29th series of India-Indonesia Corpat is being held from 9th May to 25th May. This opened at Port Blair under the aegis of Andaman and Nicobar Command. And what is the purpose of this Corpat? Corpat means coordinated patrol. Coordinated patrol is to enhance mutual understanding and interoperability between two navies of India and Indonesia. And Indonesian Navy and Indian Navy are carrying out coordinated patrol twice in a year since 2002 and near the international maritime boundary line. You see Andaman and Nicobar Islands and near the maritime boundary line between India and Indonesia, this Corpat exercises are being held. What is the purpose? Purpose is to ensure peaceful Indian Ocean for the benefit of international community. So, to keep this part of Indian Ocean safe and secure for commercial shipping and international trade. That is the purpose of Corpat. Look into the next one. Supreme Court took the first step towards becoming paperless. Digital file was inaugurated by the Prime Minister with the digital filing system. And this is the first step towards the introduction of digital filing, and this will mark the movement towards paperless Supreme Court. Remaining details we discussed in why and how of this week. Then the 26th session of Governing Council of UN Habitat 2017 was held at UN office in Nairobi, Kenya. And please look into this, Kenya. This is the map of Kenya and Nairobi is the capital of Kenya, and this UN Habitat is headquartered in Nairobi, Kenya. What is the meaning of UN Habitat? UN Habitat is United Nations Human Settlements Program, and it is the United Nations agency. UN Habitat is United Nations agency for human settlements and sustainable urban development. Basically, to promote socially and environmentally sustainable towns and cities with the goal of providing adequate shelter for all. And now our Urban Development Minister M. Venkaiah Naidu chaired the meeting at Nairobi, and he will preside over the deliberations of Governing Council of UN Habitat for the next 2 years. So, Union Urban Development Minister M. Venkaiah Naidu has got the opportunity, or you can say India is heading the Governing Council of UN Habitat for the next 2 years. Right? Let us go ahead. The next one is President addressed National Technology Day celebrations at Vignan Bhavan. And don't forget this Technology Development Board. Technology Development Board is the statutory body under the Ministry of Science and Technology. Please don't forget. And Technology Development Board is under the Ministry of Science and Technology and celebrated 19th National Technology Day celebrations on 11th May. Theme is Technology for Inclusive and Sustainable Growth. And you may have a pertinent doubt, why on May 11th? Why the National Technology Day is celebrated on May 11th? And don't forget about the Technology Development Board. That is one important aspect. And the second important point is May 11th is having special significance for India that coincides with the Pokhran test in Rajasthan on May 11, 1998. And this test was known as Operation Shakti for detonation of 1 fusion and 2 fission bombs. So, atomic bombs testing was done on May 11, 1998. That is Operation Shakti. So, to commemorate that day, National Technology Day was instituted, and it also coincides with two more aspects. Hansa 3, India's first indigenous aircraft, and Trishul short range missile was also tested on the same day. Please don't forget, Trishul was developed as part of Integrated Guided Missile Development Program, or IGMDP. Right friends, please don't forget about this Pokhran test, then Hansa 3 and Trishul. And to commemorate that, this National Technology Day is being celebrated on 11th May. Right friends, if you look at the next one, Election Commission launched National Contact Center with the toll-free number. It is toll-free number. Any citizen from any part of the country can call on this number. Agriculture Minister launched E-Krishi Samvad. What is this E-Krishi Samvad? It is online interface. It is internet-based interface and unique platform. Here people, or you can say farmers, can directly connect to ICAR. What is ICAR? ICAR is Indian Council of Agricultural Research, and it is autonomous organization under the Ministry of Agriculture. It was registered as a society under the Societies Act 1860, and it is managing research and education in agriculture, including horticulture, fisheries and animal sciences. So, the farmers can have interface directly with ICAR to get appropriate solutions from the subject matter specialists and institutes through web or SMS. So, please don't forget about E-Krishi Samvad. That is the interface with ICAR by the farmers. Let us move ahead. Union Minister of State for Minority Affairs stated that 2 schemes are going to be launched this year for minorities. 2 more schemes are going to come up. Already for minorities, almost a dozen schemes are there. From examination perspective, they are very important. I covered all the schemes in policies and programs. So please view those capsules. And here, Ustad Samman Samaroh, that is going to be launched. Ustad Samman Samaroh. First, you should understand what is Ustad. Please look into this slide. Ustad is upgrading the skills and training in traditional arts, crafts and development. It is aimed at upgrading the skills and training of minority communities for preservation of traditional ancestral arts and crafts. It emphasizes boosting the skill of craftsmen, weavers and artisans. And now this year, government is going to launch Ustad Samman Samaroh on the birth anniversary of Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay, and here artisans and craftsmen are going to be honored. And to showcase the skills of artisans and craftsmen, already one program is there, that is Hunar Haat. Please don't forget, Hunar Haat is being organized under Ustad, and now Ustad Samman Samaroh, basically to honor the artisans and craftsmen of minority communities, will be launched. And the second one is a campaign for education will be launched on the birth anniversary of former President APJ Abdul Kalam on 15th October 2017 in 100 identified districts. So, these 2 programs are going to be launched during 2017 for the minorities. And minorities are Muslims, Sikhs, Christians, Buddhists, Jains and Parsis. Please don't forget. Right? Let us go ahead. Prime Minister inaugurated a hospital in central province of Sri Lanka, which was built with India's assistance. Right? The Prime Minister stated, Mahindra and Sanghamitra, the worthy children of King Ashoka, made their journey from India to Sri Lanka as a Dharmadut to spread the biggest gift of Dharma. Right? So, if you look at Sri Lanka, There are two types of Tamils, Sri Lankan Tamils, Indian Tamils. Indian Tamils are migrated during the later half of 19th century and the early part of 20th century, and Indian Tamils are mostly concentrated in central province, and they are also known as hill country Tamils, and they live in central highlands. And their population is around 8 lakhs, but some estimates say they are around 10 lakhs to 14-15 lakhs. And this is different from Sri Lankan Tamils. They are around 22 lakh in number, right? Union Home Minister chaired the 28th meeting of Northern Zonal Council in Chandigarh, and here the chief ministers, chief secretaries, the senior officers from state governments attended the meeting. And most important is there are 5 zonal councils established based on States Reorganization Act of 1956 for 5 regions: North, South, East, West, Central. And at the same time, don't forget Northeastern Council, which was established based on Northeastern Council Act of 1971, which came into existence in 1972. So, these 5 zonal councils are based on States Reorganization Act 1956, whereas the Northeastern Council came into existence as a special act of 1971, and these are advisory in nature. These are advisory bodies, and one more important aspect is these are headed by the Home Minister, most important, and the disputes can be following types: matters of common interest in the field of economic and social planning, any matter concerning border disputes, issues of linguistic minorities, interstate transport, etc., but with advisory jurisdiction, and Home Minister heads the Zonal Council. Then, as per third advance estimates of production of major crops for 2016-17, we are going to have the record ever production of food grains. Previously, the record ever production was 265 million tons in 2013-14, and now we are going to overshoot that by 8 million tons. All record production, rice record production, wheat record production, coarse cereals record production, pulses record production. So, this is going to be the record ever or highest ever production for 2016-17 as per third advance estimates. Right, please understand the order of this food grains. And if you look at the next one, Union Home Minister asked for the implementation of new doctrine Samadhan for use in security operations. Samadhan to tackle the left-wing extremism. Please don't forget, left-wing extremism is spread across 10 states of the country, and it is also known as Red Corridor. And to tackle the issue of Naxalites or left-wing extremism, the Union Home Minister devised Samadhan. So, Samadhan is the strategy to be adopted for containing left-wing extremism. I have given here left-wing, right-wing, extreme right. And certain words, please don't forget nowadays, nativism, nationalism, these are also very important. DIPP and WIPO have signed an agreement to set up technology and innovation support centers. This is very important, technology and innovation support centers. This WIPO is behind this technology and innovation support center. Then you may have a doubt, what is the purpose of technology and innovation support center? The purpose is it provides innovators in developing countries with access to locally based high quality technology, information and related services. So, the innovators in developing countries will have access to locally based high quality technology, information and related services. It helps them to exploit their innovation potential as well as to create, protect and manage their IP rights. At present across the world, there are 500 TISCs or Technology and Innovation Support Centers. And now DIPP and WIPO came together to set up Technology and Innovation Support Centers. One important aspect is DIPP is the nodal authority for intellectual property in our country. Please don't forget. Last one, national steel policy was announced recently. 300 million tons of crude steel capacity by 2030-31. At present, it is 122 million tons. We are talking about crude steel capacity, 122 at present. It has to go up to 300 million tons by 2030-31. It is an Herculean task. Remaining things I have given here, you can go through them. They are simply written in easy to understandable format. At present, the per capita consumption is 61 kilos and it will go up to 160 kgs. And one more point is, this will go up from 122 to 300 as I have already told you, and it will attract around 10 lakh crores of investments. And it also mandates to give preference to a new category DMI and SP, which is domestically manufactured iron and steel products, and domestically manufactured iron and steel products will be applicable for all the government tenders where price bid is yet to be opened. Right friends, we concludes Press Information Bureau for the week. Every week you will have one module on Press Information Bureau news in detail, and the other module is why and how. Right? With this, let us conclude the first one of Press Information Bureau news in detail. Have a nice day. Thank you.